What battery architecture and ergonomics is the best on the market today? Hi, this is Dan Freshley from Solar Surge. In today's video, we're going to walk through a battery installation in Cameron Park, California, where we've got some pretty unique quarters, right? For the contractors out there, for homeowners, maybe your property looks something like this, or contractors, maybe you've had to deal with a situation like this before. For context, I'm kind of standing here in a Captain Morgan pose because there's not a whole lot else I can do. The reality of it is, between the siding and exterior of the home right here, in this kind of cliffside gardenish area, that's about an 80 or so degree hill, I've got about 3 feet of working space. It's hard for me to stand here and record this video, let alone the contractor to install a battery system like this. And sometimes that's just the reality. As much as we would love for every battery to be installed in a flat, open working space with no windows and doors nearby, or in an air-conditioned or temperature-controlled environment, that's just simply not how most solar projects go. The first part of that is why it's really important that when you're choosing a product, or contractors, you're choosing to offer a product, you need to have some versatility and some diversity in what you're using and when you're using it. One of the common trends in the market today, aside from your more permanently affixed sort of integrated battery solutions from other well-known companies, is this more modular stackable design. Companies like PointGuard, HomeGrid, EPQ, all provide solutions that are similar to this. And for the particular contractor installing this product here today, that solution was the only option that really would work for them. Like we talked about, we're in a very tight quarters area. You can't get a dolly, you can't get a lift into here. Really, all you can do is bring 2 old-fashioned people in here, pick up the batteries, mount it to the wall, and then have an ideally stackable design to maximize the overall efficiency of this project. What we're looking at here today is the PointGuard battery system as an example. And this system here is comprised of 2 8-kilowatt-hour building blocks per se for a 16 kilowatt-hour storage device. Now, what's unique here about the PointGuard solution is that these building blocks, or each of these batteries, do come in various sizes, so it allows the homeowner and the contractor to design the energy storage unique to that homeowner's specifications. You can get a 5 kilowatt-hour, 8 kilowatt-hour, or can stack multiple of these together. The way we see this position today, since it's lifted off the ground in a tight working area, this would be the maximum size here at 16 kilowatt hours with the inverter up top. But should the homeowner ever choose to upgrade down the road, or if a contractor wanted to install this project in the beginning with upgrades in mind, you could either purchase the PointGuard prefab concrete slab, where this could sit down on the ground from the beginning, or you could also pour a traditional concrete slab. The other part of this is just thinking about how batteries are actually going to get into this location. It's hard to see behind me here, but we have a very tight corner, probably only about a foot and a half of space around this corner to where the main service panel is on the other side. And on my left here, we have that 80-degree hill and not much space behind where the camera is today to walk and get this in here. So for that reason, a lot of other batteries on the market would have been immediately ruled out. This solution here allows 2 people on either side to grab the battery system, set it into its brackets. No wiring needed as you attach these various components together as well, since they both already have male and female receiving sides on them. And so as we begin to stack this battery, everything just comes together and works. The reality of most modern solar installations today is not every house was built, especially depending on when the home was built, with considerations of adding solar and battery storage in the future. Some things that a lot of people aren't aware of is various code requirements, whether it be where windows are located, doors are located, and the amount of space you have to have from the battery unit to where those windows and doors begin. That's why in this particular example, the battery had to be installed on a reverse corner from where the main service panel is. One other thing that is critically important about battery systems, and as you can see by the sunglasses and probably the sweat running down my face, is it's midsummer. It's August, we're in the greater Sacramento area. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and this battery is on the southern side of the home. And although ideally we wouldn't want a battery in this location, the reality of it is, for a lot of the reasons I've already mentioned, sometimes this is just where they have to go. This battery is held up incredibly well under direct sunlight, and one of the unique features of the battery is the ability through the monitoring system to actually track the cell temperature of each of the cells within inside of the 2 battery units. If you've been following the Solar Surge channel for a while, you know that we have plenty of other videos that talk about things like thermal expansion or thermal runaway, which is really a fancy way of saying overheating. That's one of the critical things with modern battery technology that we want to make sure of, is that whatever battery you install at your home, first and foremost, needs to be safe. This is your home, this is where you live, and you want to prevent against any extreme circumstances of damage to your home, property, or your loved ones. And in extreme circumstances, we've seen batteries that have caught on fire due to overheating. One of the major benefits here for the PointGuard system is one, the ability to track the actual temperature of the cells for these batteries, but two is the built-in fire suppressant system or the fire extinguishers that are in here in the event that something does, in extreme circumstance, overheat. It's an additional safety measure that PointGuard introduced in this battery system that really goes above and beyond for safety.
The other projects were on their radar. They probably would not have worked. I know that you're not going to get a 400 or 500 pound battery in this particular location versus coming in with them stackable modulars. And there's not a lot of PointGuards about it when it comes to the stacking modulars. You know, when I think of as much as folks travel and they're getting around and you have the backup system. If the power goes down while you're out, any other device is going to want to power up the whole house. With the load hub, you'll get notice. You can just select the essential items, your refrigerator, maybe your air conditioner or whatnot, and free up that power for the essential items. You can do that right from the app, from anywhere. Span has a panel, something like it. It's very expensive. This is a junior version of that, which is, I think, icing on the cake. I really do. To be able to manage your load like that.
Yeah, I think one thing it does as well in a lot of cases too